Good morning, good people. This is Regan Adams with All Things Regan. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'm Regan Says. So, yeah, I got my eyebrows tinted, so it is a very good thing where I can wake up and not have to fill my eyebrows in. Yay! So, anyway, and if you need to know who it is, it's Huda, and I can inbox you the information. So, the last time I got them tinted, it was a little bit too much, but this one is just perfect because I like to have like natural looks. So, when I don't have to wear makeup like this morning, I can just pop on here and get on and wipe my face off. So anyway, just really quick, because the sun is like almost non-existent because of the time change. So my arm is hurting already. But anyway, Regan says you are nasty. So over the course of the week, like I've posted different things about, sometimes I'll share different things and people comment, and that's cool. I love engagement. That's why I do it. And I shared a post about Jamal Bryant. And Jamal Bryant actually is one of my favorite preachers. I have three. My pastor, or pastors, Pastor Evans and Ashley Karaoke, Matthew Stevenson, and Jamal Bryant. Those are my favorite pastors. And I'll throw some T.D. Jakes in there every now and again, especially because he's talking about a lot of business. So anyway, if you do know Jamal Bryant, he has a sordid past. He had an affair on his wife and had children outside, or a child outside of his marriage, because he slept with somebody in the congregation. And I shared an article about him talking about witchcraft and burning sage, and so it was a whole dispute. And I'm not one to go back and forth. I'm not an argumentative person, and I do not debate. I just don't. I'm not good at it. I don't like it because my views are my views, and everybody has their views and their opinions, and which you're entitled to, but I don't debate. And so I shared it, and I knew it would step on a lot of toes because I know a lot of people burn sage. I do agree to some extent, depending on what you're using sage for. If you're using it for good energy and burning away demonic spirits and stuff, I believe that is witchcraft. That is my opinion. If you're using it for health reasons, it's for health reasons. God gave, he gave us everything in the earth, and we do know the enemy is a counterfeit, and he tries to use it for his good and to worship him. Some people don't believe that. That's their belief. My belief is what I said. So I shared it, and some people were mad, and some people even started picking out certain things about him. How he gonna talk? He had this, he had his wife, he did this, and look at, he got this, and y'all was tearing him up. Y'all were tearing him up, you hear me? Then ran into a couple of things later in the week, where people were talking about other people's past. And you know what the funny thing is, I actually got caught up in it yesterday. And I said something, and I had to catch myself. I was like, whoa, shouldn't have said that. Lord, I take that back. And my exact words were, I don't need nobody bringing up my past. Shoot, my present. Huh? And so I think we quickly as people forget who we are and what we've done when we're talking about somebody else. I know we do, because I do it. Not, intentionally, but it's almost like people are funny. Listen, that's why I don't put, listen, when people like, well, Regan, you be telling all your business, and I don't understand why. Listen, because somebody somewhere has said something bad about me. Some people somewhere has said something bad about me. Some people know some things about me. If they don't know, they done made it up and have said some things. And so I gotta be okay with that. And you know why I'm okay with that? Because whoever said whatever has done something too. You understand what I'm saying? There's nobody. You know what gets me through? You know what gets me through with dealing with people? And I don't care, like I don't put much stock in them and what they say, is that everybody got a past. So if anybody comes up to me and say, well, honey, I don't know why Regan get on these videos and why she acts like she's XYZ, because she just did, and I heard, and she said, and guess what? The Bible says you agree with your adversaries quickly. So whatever you heard, believe it quickly. Yes, I did it. Whatever it is. I've talked about this. I have talked about this, but I feel like I got to get back on here and talk about it again to give everybody a gentle reminder to let you know your testimony, everything that you've been through is your platform. You know why people fool with me? Because I don't mind sharing what I've done, what I've done. I don't mind sharing because I know the God that I serve is a saving God. He gives us grace and mercy every day. That's why Jesus came to the earth. People couldn't keep the law. Yeah, there was no way. There was no way to keep the law. Jesus had to come because he came and walked the earth, and he was like, oh my gosh, all this temptation, like I see what's going on. So he understands we are going to mess up. Our pastor even talked about this yesterday. That's another reason I'm talking about it this morning. It's because he was talking about the righteous man falls 7 times. The righteous man. So even the one who is goody, got it going on, still falls, still has a problem. And everybody who tries to bring up your past, so what? Because if you come to me talking about what I did, I'm going to turn around and say, well, what did you do? But y'all don't want to talk about that, though. And that's going to get them quiet real quick. Listen. And so I just want to say, whatever is holding you back, if whatever you've done in your past, whatever, I don't care what it is, keep moving. Especially when you're in business and you get in the public eye. And that was the conversation that I had yesterday. When you're in business, this particular situation, and this person is doing really well, like really well, I think, and was having another conversation with somebody else, and they were like, well, didn't they used to, and didn't, and not that they were being malicious at all. Now, I mean, it was not, and I know, because I don't really deal with malicious people, like people who start mess. I don't deal with people like that. And it was like, well, didn't they? And I don't know, wasn't being mean, but just because they heard, they really didn't know the person, not that mattered either. But I was like, I don't know. And then we having this conversation, and I'm like, well, Lord, check me, because I ain't got no right to say nothing about nobody, because my past look a mess. Listen, I'm even talking about my present. Y'all better hear what I'm saying. So you can't keep your mouth off of people. I'm talking to you. Keep your mouth off of people. Don't talk about who I heard. Listen, I used to deal with somebody, and I'm so glad that relationship is over. Not a relationship as far as a relationship as a male and that relationship. I had a relationship with a person who every time I said somebody's name, they had something bad to say about them. Or if it wasn't bad, it was always, well, I heard and this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, do you hear anything good about anybody? But then when you turn around and you look at their life is a mess. They're not happy. They're not happy in their personal life. They're not happy because you're so focused on what he did, she did, what I did, and everybody else did that you can't concentrate on living your best life. So anyway, my advice to you is stay out of people's business and walk your life. Live your life. Don't concentrate on what somebody did in their past. I'm not fussing anybody. I'm talking to myself. Listen, because I had to check myself yesterday. Get this little hair, honey. It didn't roll right last night. So check yourself. Get out of other people's stuff. Yeah, they have a past. You got one too. But one good thing about it is when you are transparent in your past and you use your past as your stepping stool, because that's definitely what I do. I had a coaching session. I had 2 coaching sessions this weekend. And I was sharing with one of the people about some personal things. And I was like, I'm not going to give the enemy time to narrate my story. Because that's what he does. A lot of the time when you want to, and side note, a lot of the time when you want to push forward in life, there's some hidden things that are in you that you don't want to deal with and you don't want to talk about. And the enemy is going to always use that against you to keep you held back, because they're going to be like, oh, well, what if, right here, I see Ryan over here. He trying to start this business, or he trying to get up here and preach, and he trying to do this. But I used to be out here in this street, and I used to sell drugs, and I used to, be on drugs, or I used to have a lot of women or whatever. And people will hold themselves back all because of what other people think. And I'm telling you now, you use that as your platform. That's why I love my Pastor Davis. My eyes are running. Sorry, I'm not crying. That's why I love my Pastor Davis. That's why I love my Pastor Evans. You know, he shared a little bit of his testimony. They both use their platforms as stepping stones. And really, when you go through things, that is just showing the grace of God on your life, because if he used me, he can use anybody. That's why I say if he can use me to do stuff, he can use anybody. And I think that's a lot of the time why we don't want to be saved, is because Christians don't want to tell the truth. We want to walk around here and act like we got it all together, and we don't. And we don't. We don't. We sin daily, knowingly and unknowingly. We sin daily. Everybody does. And so when you can come up to somebody that is unsaved and say, you know what, I messed up. Shoot, I messed up the other day. And my life used to be X, Y, and Z. But God. And he still loves me. Now, that's not giving us a reason to stay in sin. Absolutely not. But we still struggle with things. And so I just want to encourage you, if there's something in your past that you feel like, because sometimes we condemn ourselves, like, man, they ain't gonna like me, or I can't get on here because such and such, they're gonna see me. And I've had coaching clients tell me that they're gonna get on here and they're gonna see me, and they're not gonna want to listen to what I have to say, because they know, who cares what they know? The people that know you aren't your client anyway. You better hear what I'm saying. Everybody think, not everybody, but some people think that Knoxville is my demographic for people. They're not. The people who know me are not my clients. Y'all better hear what I'm saying. We're on www, the World Wide Web. My clients come from the United States, and now they're coming international. I'm speaking it into existence. My clients are not the people I know. And if you heard something about me, cool, believe it. I'm good with that. Like, I'm good with who I am. I know what I'm working on. God knows who I am. He knows what we've been talking about. And that's good for me. And as long as I know and trying to do the best that I can do, I'm good with that. I'm not here to people please. I'm not here to make you like me. I'm here to make you feel like you can do anything that you want to do despite what has happened in your life. Why is my eye running? Yeah, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. My eye's just running. But I'm here to help you feel like you can live your best life under whatever circumstances you have, because I'm doing it despite the things that have happened. So be slow to speak on other people's stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you want to talk about yours, and we know you don't want to do that. So anyway, I'm gonna hop off here. You guys have a blessed rest of the day. I'm about to take my daughter to school. Say hi, Kenny. She said, she not looking good, girl. Bye. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day. AllThingsRegan.com. I am Regan Adams with Regan Says. I think it, I see it, I do it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.